Okay, I wanted to show you this light version of the Achilles prehabilitation. Now the reason it's called prehabilitation of the Achilles is because we're strengthening the area that's susceptible to injury. You don't want to injure the Achilles. If you've ever had an Achilles injury, you'll know that it stops you from running, and it stops you from running for quite a long time. The reason it's such a difficult injury is because it's difficult to get blood flow to that area, and therefore it's difficult to get platelets to that area and difficult to mend the injury. And the reason I'm so adamant to be doing this 4 or 5 times a week is because I ruptured both Achilles 6-7 years ago, and it was literally 6 months of back and forth, starting and stopping running. You know how frustrating that can be when you don't have access to what you love. And I had all sorts of intrusive therapy, EPI therapy, shock therapy, all sorts of therapies that were trying to fix the area. And what I actually got the most benefit from when I went to see my friend Alex, a GB physio, and now works for Ineos, the cycling team, is he just gave me these 3 loading exercises. Today I'm going to show you 2, the lighter version, but he gave me these 3, and within 2 weeks, after 6 months of back and forth not running, 2 weeks and I was back and running at full strength. So I'll show you this. You just need ideally a 20 kilogram weight, which can be a dumbbell. We're in a gym that's on top of my building, so it only goes up to 14K. So I use the weight here, and then something to put on your knee here. Now you want to make sure that your knee is 90 degrees. Really important. You want to make sure that you're not kind of here, so you're putting too much strength on your lower shin, and you're not here, so you're putting too much pressure on your Achilles. You're about there. So it's good to line up in a mirror if you can do that. And then what you want to do is make sure the weight is above and is putting pressure right above your knee. So then you're pulling up and you're just holding it for a second, putting down. And these are sitting calf raises, and they're focused on the soleus muscle and building strength in the soleus muscle. I'm going to do 20 on this side. I'm not going to do all 20, but you want to do 20 on this side. And we're going to do 3 sets of 20 around about this pace, and we're focused on pushing from the ball of the foot. So from this area of the foot we're pushing from, and that's exactly the area of the foot that you're pushing off from when you're running. So we're strengthening the Achilles from the right side of the foot. And after 20, swap over. So the left leg's obviously been resting. Swap over, make sure it's 90 degrees, and then go again. And so you get the picture. What you want to do whenever you're doing any weight exercise, but especially this Achilles prehabilitation, is you want to isolate that soleus muscle. So you can see that soleus muscle now, and the relationship with the gastroc muscle. And you can see the Achilles all working together, and you isolate that part of your leg. So your foot is obviously working as well, and you're strengthening your feet. Super important. And you want to do the sitting calf raises first, and then we're going to move to the standing calf raises. Now, if you've got that, if you're going to do it with a plate weight like that, you're going to need something underneath. If this was 20 kilograms, it's very easy to just put that on your leg like that. Very simple. Now, as I said, this would usually be a 20 kilogram. It's a 14 kilogram. And then we're going to move to standing calf raises straight away. So your your right leg has been resting, and then you're putting the weight over your body. You've got your left hand, when you're doing your right leg, stabilizing yourself, and you're just looking in the mirror to make sure everything's straight. And then again, exactly the same. You're focused on the pushing off from the ball of your foot, isolating the soleus and the calf muscle. This is gonna hit the gastroc muscle a little bit more than the soleus, but again, it's strengthening that whole area. And again, you're going to be aiming for 3 sets of 20. So maybe you want to start, if you've not done this before and you're starting off, maybe start with 5 sets. 5 sets of 5 or 2 sets of 10, whatever feels comfortable for you, and then move up gradually over the course of 2-3 weeks to 3 sets of 10. You might be, if you've been doing some calf work already, you might be able to do 3 sets of 10 straight away. There's no need to go too much heavier than the 20 kilogram weight. And I've always kept, for the last 7 years, I've always kept at 20 kilograms. And that's been fine for me. Now this is the lighter version, I say. So if you look at that from behind, what that looks like, you can see the soleus engaging and the gastroc, and then probably the Achilles is popping out as well. The reason I say that's the light version, super important to sit in first, then stand in, but what would usually come before that, and I'll show you when I get to the gym and we can actually film it, I'll show you the exercise that comes before that, which is you on a leg press machine, pushing the leg press with your toes only, so that you're isolating the calf muscle and the load is going on the calf and eccentric holds. So I'll do that afterwards and I'll film it and then I'll plug it back into this video on the comments below or in the description below. But that's as simple as that. The whole thing, 3 sets sitting, 3 sets standing, shouldn't take you much more than 4 or 5 minutes. But be strong in the movement, isolate the muscle, make sure you're pushing off from the toes, and focus on a good pace so that you're really getting the strength out of those exercises. And what that's going to do for you is make you not only more robust in that area, so you're getting injured less in that area, and as I said before, you definitely don't want to be injured in that area, but what you're also getting is you're getting confidence in that area, and you know that you can pursue your interval training, your faster work, your hill sprints, that you've got stronger lower legs. Now, the other thing is when to put those exercises in. Now, what I'll do is, if I'm doing my midweek interval training on a Wednesday and my weekend long run on a Sunday and a Monday, I'm not going to do anything in weights. Not doing anything on weights on the legs on Sunday and Monday. On Wednesday, on the interval day, and on the Thursday, the recovery day, I'm not doing any weights on the legs. I'm going to leave that until after the recovery runs on Friday and Saturday, and then I'm going to leave it until Tuesday. So 3 times, and then plus I may put an extra session in if the long run has been easy enough for my body to recover on the Monday as well. So that's 4 lighter sessions and then a heavier session. Good luck.